Welcome to this week's installment of Ask Emily. Our first question comes from Amber in Montana. Amber writes, I have only been with my boyfriend for 2 months and I don't want to initiate or expect anything too crazy. What do you suggest for a low-key date? Such a thrilling question, Amber. I remember me and Geoffrey's first Valentine's Day together, and he took me to Wicked, and we dined at my favorite little Italian bistro, and then we jetted to Paris to share our first kiss under the Eiffel Tower. So something really spontaneous like that. If you don't have the means to hop a jet to Paris, something that I think is a really cute idea is just making a meal at home together. Just like a 4-course ordeal, you know, that touches all the 5 basic food groups. You could start with a crudité and then follow that with a warm risotto for a second appetizer. Perhaps for the main course, an entire baked chicken nestled on a bed of arugula, accompanied by a cobbler of really any kind. And of course, it would be greatly paired with a homemade wine. I think that all could make for a really memorable evening. Another really fun game to play if you're just kind of starting to know each other is you could actually take the little candy hearts with words on them, and a really fun game is just to add in bed after. So for example, this one would say, let's kiss in bed. So, and then, you know, this one says dream in bed. So that's a hilarious activity that could keep you entertained for hours, maybe even days. Our next question comes from Rebecca in Alabama. Rebecca writes, I'm alone on Valentine's Day. Now what? Such a controversial question, Rebecca. I think that Valentine's Day is not necessarily about couples, but it's about celebrating love and letting the colors red and pink really shine. I think it's a great opportunity to catch up with old friends, treat yourself to a relaxing spa facial, and I also think it's a time to just be brave. Escort yourself to your favorite little ramen spot and lose yourself in the authentic Japanese cuisine, and then find yourself in a post-dinner stroll. Our next question comes from Sarah in Daytona. Sarah writes, what is a good gift for a guy? I literally never know. I literally love and fear this question. I agree that it's not as easy as purchasing flowers or chocolates or just something simple like perfume, but in my experience, I know that guys tend to love practical things. Last year for Valentine's Day, I actually hand churned a fresh batch of shaving cream using only shea butter and freshly picked mint, and although it was a tedious process, once I felt how smooth Geoffrey's face was, I knew it was all worth it. So I think something that just comes from the heart and that you've put a little effort to can go a really long way.